All right, guys, let me know if you can hear me as per usual. All right, guys, so hopefully I'm on. Not sure. But yes, so this is a sunset from Wildwood, New Jersey. Uh, Vacation spot we've been coming down to damn near for the past 13 years, right? So I guess since my daughter was one. Actually, the wife was pregnant with my daughter the first time we came here. All right. Thank you guys for the 5x5. Hopefully, there's no lagging today. I mean, if the lag is really bad, the sun will go down like 20 minutes later in this video. But Groundhog, Jeep Girl, WTC, thank you for the 5x5. Mr. Landfill, Elaine, Smoky Blazer, thank you for the 5x5. So this town I think where I am right now might be still considered Wildwood. So there is a town down there called Diamond Beach. And Diamond Beach actually broke away from Wildwood Crest. So this is Wildwood Crest, right? This nice little beach town here. Down there is North Wildwood. There's Wildwood and then there's North Wildwood. So there's like three separate towns, if that makes sense. And then you have Diamond Beach all the way down there. Right, so again, this is what the sunset here looks like. A lot of people come out here, obviously during sunset, to watch it go down. So hopefully by 9 o'clock, there'll still be some light up, and we could see, something. But anyway, that being said, let's get on with the show. Oh boy. Trying not to have this tip over, but we shall see. If the last thing you guys see is water, it's because it fell right into the drink. But anyway, so guys, what could happen in November is a bigger question. The Democrats are panicking right now. There is mixed messaging going on about whether or not Biden's going to run or bow out. Now, just about 2 hours ago, Biden announced, I think at a fundraiser or some kind of campaign fundraiser, that he was going to run. Now, the Democrats, clearly, a lot of them, lost hope in him after that debate. That the one I didn't see, but a lot of people did. So, being that a lot of people recognized what was going on, and listen, guys, there were Democrats that couldn't even argue with what happened, right? They couldn't sit there and no longer ignore the fact that he has a cognitive issue, decline, dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever you want to call it, right? And you see how he jumbles his words, just like an Alzheimer's patient, actually. The way he moves around, how he gets lost, that's Alzheimer's shit. So, clearly, guys, something's going on. Cool, rescue those plants. Rescue what plants? I don't see any fucking plants to rescue. Anyway, with that, guys, November is going to be seemingly a desperate time for the Democrats. Though, like I said, some Democrats are waking up and they're realizing what's going on. Yeah. Now, here's the rub, guys. Even if Kamala Harris takes over, she will not win the election, right? So they had Kamala Harris, Michelle Obama, and Gavin Newsom on standby for this election. The rub is, guys, that it doesn't matter who they put in they're not going to win. No one's going to win. It's too late. So unfortunately, Biden is invested in this endeavor that he's going to undoubtedly lose. Again, we watched this. A lot of you guys watched the debate, and the true Biden came out. That scared the Democratic Party, and people are starting to jump ship and asking him to step down. But again, how do you step down when you don't have anyone to back you up? Right? You don't have anybody else in the Democratic Party to back you up. Listen, I couldn't believe they didn't have anybody to begin with, but somehow they let this fucking mummy stay there. Anyway, yeah, I mean, listen, the simple fact that they're scrambling is insane, right? And the simple fact that they asked Michelle Obama. Now, they didn't ask her, but they did a recent polling of Michelle Obama against Trump, and of course, she lost, without a doubt, right? That wasn't a surprise. I'm not sure why they did that, but whatever. Gavin Newsom doesn't have a shot. Everybody saw what he did to California, and he screwed up California pretty bad. So being that he screwed up California that badly, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how they even thought that he could run. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. Again, that's when you know you're desperate, guys. When you ask a dude named Michelle, a woman named Gavin, and an idiot named Kamala to stand by to see what they're going to do. Now, Kamala, again, there's no way to... Listen, if they put a poll against Kamala against Trump, sorry, or Miss Harris against Trump, you know what's going to happen there, right? So they didn't even bother. Gavin Newsom, not even no one comes close to him. No one in the Democratic Party. They floated the name of AOC, but Miss Ocasio-Cortez, if you will, is another moron that everybody knows is a moron. Even people in her district know she's not a smart woman. She can't run against Trump, right? She can't run the country. So they have no one, and they have to keep Biden in there. But Biden, guys, has officially, in my opinion, lost. Now, some people said that they might cheat. They might do what they did last time. They're going to have to do some heavy margin moving to have Biden win. I mean, heavy. It's going to be even more obvious than last time, right? I mean, like super obvious, like blatant in your face kind of shit. Now, if in fact they do that, that means, guys, that something's got to go down, right? Something has to happen, meaning something grand, some kind of nonsense has to go down for this to happen. Some kind of disaster or war or something has to go down for this to happen. So, I wonder if, can you guys see that? No, you can't. Well, it's off in the distance. The guy doing the hell's that called? The hell those water machines called? Man, I'm getting old. Water skis, jeez, jet skis. And I'm staring at like 3 of them right here to my left. Anyway, so yes, guys, the big thank you, Betty. Yes, Betty Belcher. False flag. Something grand, like I said, has to happen to keep Biden in office, to, what is that called? It's not cancel the election. There was another term they had where they delay the elections indefinitely. So it's not technically canceled, but it's indefinitely delayed until further notice kind of deal, right? And if they do that, if they announce that, all bets are off. Biden wins, he steps down, then Kamala Harris takes over, and then we watch the country burn in hell. Pretty much in a nutshell, right? So with all of that, guys, with all of that being said, will we see, like I was asking in the video, will we see riots? Now, we saw the riots in France. France is they're going after it right now, right? We have that going on. Will we see that in the United States if we see some heavy line moving, if you will? You get what I'm saying? Heavy line moving so that Biden wins. Would we see unrest? Hell, would we see unrest, civil unrest, if Trump wins? There are too many questions, guys, for November. Then there is the idea that I've been thinking about. But would we see Biden, not sorry, Biden, Trump get assassinated? That's another one. Now, I think if they get really desperate, that can definitely happen. That is definitely on the table. But they have to do that before he wins the election or his vice president becomes president. All right? So they have to do it before either A, he's sworn in, or B, the polls are read off or the votes are in. Right? So with that national emergency, that will lead to martial law, then no elections at all. Right. So the martial law has to be indefinite or not indefinite, permanent, and there's no permanent martial law. Like not even under the Constitution is it. And some people says it cancels out the Constitution, but the people of America hopefully would get tired enough, and politicians would even be tired of it, and they would have to lift the martial law eventually. That can only last so long unless they do um, some serious bullshit, which I don't know what that serious bullshit will look like. But I do see, or I wouldn't be surprised. Let me say this. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if I saw martial law, if I saw an assassination, if I saw some kind of emergency national movement to cancel out the election. None of that is going to surprise me. What will surprise me, if none of this happens, Trump goes into office and everything goes according to according to how it's supposed to go to. Betty Bell said he has excellent security. Betty, if they want to get to him, they will. There's no amount of security that can protect the president. None, zero. It's a false sense of security, right? So as long as people keep thinking in those terms, guys, he is never ever safe. Not 100%. They could do the old shaking of the hand. Somebody has some kind of shit on their hands, poisons him. There's the old fashioned bullet flying through the air. There's the, oh my God, his plane went down. There's the sudden heart attack. There's all kinds of shit. Oh my God, he had a stroke. They can do anything and everything, and they can reach him anywhere they want. He is not as safe as you think he is. No president is, to be exact. If they want to get to him, they will. And if they don't want to get to him, well, you know how that goes. So, well, Patrick, a big false flag has to come. I mean, one of the biggest false flags the world has ever seen has to come, and everybody has to be in on it, right? That's the other side of that coin. I mean, look at 9/11, right? There were a lot of people saying that they knew the truth about it and all this other stuff, and everybody who spoke out against it wind up dying. So, I mean, this grand scale thing that has to go down, who knows, man? Who knows? You know? Oh, by the way, guys, this is only going to be a half-hour live stream. Then I'm going to switch over to the Angry Truth channel. We're going to talk about uh, insane nonsense. Now, switching gears, guys, about November. Now, clearly, well, before I switch gears, rather, sorry. And this is a question for you to answer in the comment section, what are people, you guys, going to do if something happens where they lock the election off and they force our hands? How many people in the comment section, guys, are going to get in the mix and do something about it? Because that's the big issue, guys. A lot of us want to do something about it, but we can't. Because we don't know who's going to back us up and who's not going to back us up. We don't know who's going to stab us in the back or who's going to come through. And that's the bigger issue with today's society. Back during, I don't know, the Revolutionary War or the Civil War, people came through. States made promises to other states. People made promises to other people and other villages and communities, and they came together and they warred, and they did what was necessary. We don't have that today because we are way too comfortable. Those people back then weren't comfortable, guys. They had horseshoes as to pass the times. They had horseshoes. We have horseshoes and a million other things, right? So we have, again, guys, we have a lot of shit going on that keeps us comfortable and keeps us distracted. right? And that's the idea. I mean, listen, guys, I hate bringing it up again and again and again, but look what happened with the arm ticket. How many people said they were going to take a stand? How many people said I'll lose my job if I have to? And those same people turned around and took the arm ticket. That to me, guys, was just a small fraction of people who turned on their word, right? Became turncoats, if you will, or they were desperate and they lied, or they got scared because the shit was on. And keep in mind, guys, these are people who got scared for losing their jobs. These are people who got scared because they didn't want to go against the current once they thought they were in trouble. These are the same people. So how could these people, same people, rise up against this government? They won't. So again, how many of us are going to be left holding the bag again if we let some shit go? Listen, as American patriots, we can't even get together on the same page. We cannot get together on the same page. We are always battling, fighting, having it out one another, having a dick measuring contest. Who's the biggest militia? Who's the biggest organization? We can't even get together on the same page on that, right? So again, guys, I mean, there's so many things working against us. I wouldn't know where to begin in that aspect. That being said, so this town, guys, this is, again, I told you what this was. This is Wildwood, right? Wildwood Crest, actually. I'm in the more quieter side of Wildwood. Then there's Wildwood and then there's North Wildwood. There's barely anybody here. Now, this is July 2nd. More people came here. We got here June 30th. There was, between June 30th and yesterday, I've never seen this town so empty. Never. Now, today, more people came in. And I'm going to assume tomorrow, well, actually, tomorrow's the 4th, so some more people might come in tomorrow as well. But the financial strain on people, guys, is hitting big. And we saw it here. We saw it in the prices in the food here. We saw it in the amount of people that actually turned out to this place. People are struggling, and things are going to get worse. And are things going to get better if Trump goes into office? Are we automatically going to be out of inflation? No, absolutely not. Are things going to get worse financially before it gets better? Possibly. I don't know. I'm not a financial analyst. But I'm going to tell you something right now, guys. Financial analysts have gotten it wrong for the last, I don't know, 3-4 years now, maybe 5. Right? They promised us that there was going to be some kind of a collapse. Even I bought into the shit. There was supposedly some kind of dip in the stock market, or the stock market was supposed to tank this past week, last week, excuse me, and nothing happened. They were talking about banks closing and the banking apocalypse, and we haven't seen shit. So are they holding things up and keeping it afloat to make it look like something good, or are people just getting it wrong and misreading it? Sure skeptic. No, I didn't. I did not get what was going on. Thank you for the donation, by the way, but no, I didn't. Like I said, I got here Sunday. So Sunday, for the first time coming to Wildwood, guys, it was a 2.5-hour drive, right? 2.5. Normally, when we leave, it takes 3 hours to get here, if not 3.5, because of traffic. There was no traffic here. I was fucking booking it all the way here. I got here probably in 2 hours and 15 minutes, just because I drive like an asshole. Nonetheless, there were less people on the road. There weren't a lot of people here. There weren't a lot of people coming in. There's not a lot of people here. There's still vacancies in a lot of the hotels and motels out here and some of the resorts out here. Financially, guys, things are bad. People are not even, I don't think people are taking trips this summer. Not like they used to, which, listen, I do appreciate. I like a quiet town. I like a quiet area. I do, but the energy level here was low. It's off. So many people didn't come this year. It's just like, and these are people, keep in mind, like at the place I'm staying at, these are people who I've known for the last like 8 years or so, if not a little more. We see each other every summer, we shoot the shit, and a lot of those people didn't turn out. I'll tell you, every fucking dog person's here right now. Sort of annoying, but whatever. These people left my area alone. They're like, oh my God, is that a black guy sitting in the grass? I got a good, 10 10-foot radius, maybe 20-foot radius around me. Or maybe they see I'm recording and leave me alone. I don't know. AJ, I'm in Wildwood Crest. Nice little beach town. People actually live here in the wintertime. I don't know how they do it, because this must be cold as shit here. There's no structures to block the wind. When you get the wind off the ocean's behind me. The Atlantic, obviously, is behind me. When you get the wind off of that, that's got to be fucking colder than shit, man. But whatever. This is New Jersey, Wildwood Crest, New Jersey. For those that are curious. I would join you. KC, join me in what? Beating up the government or something else? How many warrants? I don't have any warrants anymore. I had one warrant. I found out the hard way when I came here. But I paid, and you know what the warrant was for? It was toll evasion, and I remember the toll, and I remember the evasion, and I remember that there was no toll clerk at the toll booth when I pulled up and I went through. That being said, a year later, they had a warrant for my arrest for $17.25. Oh wait, maybe it was $12.25, but it was something stupid. I'm like, you got dudes raping chicks and shit. You got dudes raping women out here, and kids, and you had a warrant for my arrest for $12. Anyway, needless to say, I got arrested. I paid the fine, and then they let me go. You know? I'm sitting in this grass like I'm hoping I'm not sitting in geese shit. But I'd be I'd be very mad right now if I was. Stormy, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you. Like I said, every Tom, Dick, and Harry has their dogs out here now.
Obviously, this bark collar don't work anymore. He's used to it. That's what we're trying to say.
But anyway, sorry for the quiet. You know, all the dogs are starting to bark and react to each other. So, and yeah, sorry for starting this early if I stepped on any toes. I'm pretty sure I stepped on somebody's toes tonight. So I do apologize for that. I know I was going to start it at 9, but they have a fair by me, and yeah, there's too much going on. So Friday night will be a regular live stream at home. I won't. It might be at home or it might be at 42nd Street. I haven't decided yet. But if it's at 42nd Street, it'll be at the same time. But I did this just to have something for you guys to look at, because like I said, they have a festival by me. They're playing all kinds of music, and obviously, if I try to live stream down there, the music is going to get tagged, and it's going to delete the that section of the video. So it doesn't pay to do a live stream then. But anyway, guys, hopefully November. Well, tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday, so there'll be no live stream tomorrow, and I'll be here. Friday, you know what? No, so I'm sorry. Friday, I'll still be here, so I'll probably do a live stream by where I'm staying. Keep it, close by. Hopefully, there won't be festivals on July 5th, but July 4th is the daughter's birthday, and then there's the fireworks. So I don't want to, deal with that bullshit. You cease to exist tomorrow. Yes, exactly. Tomorrow I cease to exist. And then Friday, well, so it's off, but, it is what it is. Lefty's got skills. Thank you for that, guys. Appreciate it. She'll appreciate it. So anyway, after this, we're going to head over to the Angry Truth channel. That'll probably be maybe 15, 20 minutes long. And then we'll go off the air. On the Angry Truth, we're going to be talking about, let's see, because I can barely fucking remember. We're going to be talking about sacrifice. And what are you willing to sacrifice? So anyway, guys, we're What do you guys think in the comment section? Will we see voter fraud, assassination, civil war if Trump wins, civil war if Trump loses by way of margin moving, or riots just because people don't know how to fucking behave themselves? I know that the media's been trying to push a couple of police shootings lately, but those police shootings didn't go anywhere because those guys were in the wrong, right? So they try to push the good old, hey, this Negro wasn't doing anything. And in fact, he was. Now, it's funny, the sunset looks so much better with the naked eye, but on here, that's what it is. Anyway, we got 4 minutes left. So, Falcon said all of the above. Might as well, right? Throw everything in a pot and see what happens. I don't know, guys. The sacrifice video later, actually, in like 4 minutes. I'm going to start it right after this on Angry Truth. I got questions to ask you guys. And you can answer it in the comment section, or you can answer it in the chat, your choice. But I got some serious questions and some thought process for people to start thinking, because we could be seeing the same thing all over again. Right now, guys, a 4th case of the feather fever popped up out of another dairy farm, right? So out of a dairy farm, they got another case. And of course, with a 4th case, guys, comes along the talk of an arm ticket. What are you going to do? That being said, when we head over to the Angry Truth channel, what are you guys going to do if the shit gets rough? And I'm going to break down certain questions, and then you guys, like I said, I'll answer them in the comment section or the chat. I tell you, the kids out here, guys, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how so many parents let their fucking kids dress like skanks, hookers, hooker whores. I look at my daughter, I'm like, thank you for wearing shorts to your knees and long baggy shirts. I appreciate that. But some of the girls here, I don't know how old, but the shorts that they're wearing, they shouldn't be wearing them as teenagers. And I don't listen, that's me getting old. When I was a teenager, I was like, hell yeah, that shit's hot. Now I'm a father of a girl, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's stupid. Why are parents allowing this to happen? Prostitutes. Huh. ZZA, yeah, there is a beach, but I'm talking about like the shorts that they're wearing, not like bathing suits, which I don't know why you let your daughter wear a thong bathing suit either, but that's a different story, and that's whatever. But you're at the beach, sort of get that. But like with poom shorts and your ass sticking out, your ass cheek sticking out at the bottom, and you're like, I don't know, fucking under the age of 18. This guy's got his drone up in the air. He's got a little cheap drone too. I should bring out my drone, blow his shit out of the waters. Boom! I mean, he's got the small DJI. Are there bots on here? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, guys, I don't know. Again, I'm just getting old. Like I don't like loud music anymore. I'm ready to play pinochle and drink tea. That's where I'm at right now. And it's just strange, when you're younger and you're a teenager, and of course you see a girl your age, 17, 18, 16, 15 years old, wearing shorts with your ass cheeks sticking out. You're like, oh man, that's nice to look at. But now that I'm older, I'm like, that's not cool, And listen, I don't even think first of all, I've seen some older women do it. I'm like, bitch, you're like 60 years old. Why are you wearing cut-off shorts with your saggy ass cheeks hitting the back of your knees? Ugh, it's gross. And I've seen some of that here. I seen a chick wear shorts, and her belly was hanging over the front of her shorts. I couldn't even see the shorts until she walked by. Her belly was hitting her knees. I don't know if she was carrying a child or food. Couldn't decide, but it was disgusting. Disgusting. Some of the shit you see Jabba the Hutt in bikinis out here. That's how bad it is, man. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, is that Jabba the Hutt? What is that? Why is it slamming across the ground? I get all confused and shit. I don't know if I'm fucking stroking out or what. But it's bad. Yeah, like Adriana, listen, I get dressing sexy for your husband or your boyfriend when you guys are home. You know, wear fucking crotchless underwears. Awesome, right? Wear a thong lingerie. Awesome. But that's in your home. That's you two having a good time. If one of you decided to have a stroke because shit got carried away, that's in the comfort of your own home. But out here in the streets trying to wear fucking hooker whore clothing at 60, that's bad. That's very bad. Wonder, can you guys hear that buzzing sound? I don't even know what the fuck these people are. It's a bunch of Indian dudes. Like, I don't know if they're from India or just fucking. And then, I mean, you got to see some of the clothing here, and just on the women in general. I'm just like, man, am I getting out of touch? I mean, don't get me wrong. On an older woman, sometimes the latex suit that they wear is awesome, but other times, no. Again, especially when your fucking belly's in your knees and your fucking ass is drooping out of your shorts. Anyway, guys, that being said, I'm gonna go off the air, head over to the Angry Truth channel. I will see some of you guys over there. I will see the rest of you guys Friday night for the doubleheader. Thank you, guys.